Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. Yeah, very slow weekend. The slowest one that we've had for a few weeks. Last few weekends were quite exciting, but even the altcoins are quite slow this weekend. So I think that's the difference. I think Bitcoin and Ethereum have been quite slow over the recent weekends as well, but it was mainly the altcoins that started to move. They all take a breather at the moment. That indicates that we are getting closer to some, pullback areas, and that some of them are due pullbacks. You can see it here in the overall watch list here that there's mainly red, but rather neutral today, rather neutral. Yesterday we had a small sell-off, which is great because some of these are now entering our support zones for the relevant wave 4s. Some of them for their wave 2s that we talked about, yeah. For example, Aptos seems to be in a wave 2 pullback zone. Aptos is a coin that we cover for members only at the moment, for gold members. You might want to check that out if you're interested. But yeah, anyway, this is ETH. So on the ETH chart, the situation is rather unchanged. Ethereum continues to be in this corrective price channel. It's moving in there, quite directionless, you could say. I'm watching for the development of a potential fifth wave to the upside. It ideally starts from here. If not from here, it can get one more low. I will not rule that out. I explained that to you already over the last few days, that it takes a break above 1992, which is here the high that was made on Friday, to have a first suggestion that, or to get a first suggestion that the price has bottomed here in a wave 4. So that's really a key level that needs to hold, or that needs to break, 1992. If we cannot get above that level, it would absolutely keep the door open for another low. Even above that level. I mean, this is the earliest indication really you can get. So I would not rule out, even if we get above that level, that we get another low. It's just that, probabilities are dynamic and they are constantly evolving and developing. But you can see if we zoom out, there is just not enough for me to say that we've bottomed. I can only share with you that we are in the larger support area for a wave 4. Support goes all the way down to 1769, which means that Ethereum, if it really needs to, could use that entire space for this wave 4 correction. Even though below 1839, I would see that as quite deep for a wave 4. So I would rather limit it to 1839. So below 1839, I will explore other options. For example, the idea that Ether could already be in a wave 2 correction. Okay, that's also a possibility for Bitcoin. Most importantly, I think you need to understand that we were expecting either a correction in wave 4 or in wave 2. We're now in a zone for wave 4, so we need to see if the price somehow reacts to this support region, and if it doesn't, then we just have to give it some space for potentially a wave 2 pullback, which might be a bit deeper. So at the moment, we're watching for signals and for signs to see if Ether bottomed here on Friday, but again, it needs to take it above 1992 to be able to suggest that. And above that level, the upper boundary line of the corrective price channel will be the next level to break. And if that all happens and we see enough momentum, then a target for this wave 5 would be around $2,200, $2,300. One more low could take it down possibly to 1839, but there's going to be more support in this region here. We have historical volume, it's this entire area, basically between 1839 and 1909, that should provide some support, including here some structural support around 1850. What could this be? I mean, there's literally just not enough price action to give you a high confidence count for this. It's certainly not impulsive to the upside, but then again, whatever we're doing here doesn't need to be impulsive because the move up would likely be a wave 5. So if it's a wave 5, it can be an ending diagonal, and that can be quite choppy. We can see some overlapping price action. The wave 5 would likely be a 5-wave move, but as a diagonal potentially. If it's a diagonal, then we are expecting 5 waves, but each of the subwaves would be a correction. So don't necessarily watch for 5 waves, even though if we see 5 waves, to the upside. It would give us further clarity that, yeah, wave 5 is unfolding, but it's not a problem necessarily to see it start to move in corrective structures, which it is. So it's hard to say really, but also you could add, as we have done it on the Bitcoin chart, here a small ascending wedge. That isn't broken yet, I think here. It's not very clear on the Ether chart. On the Bitcoin chart, it is broken, which means that it might be starting to roll over here. Again, that is just a small pattern. It is not clear how that would fit in from a wave count point of view. This could be some kind of an ABC structure, but again, within a diagonal, that would not be unusual. So anyway, it's not broken 1992, so probabilities are fairly unclear on the smallest time frame. So we're just waiting for a little bit of clarity, see how the next week starts. That's my update about Ether. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Today we've got our member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC. We're going to cover the topic of risk management, money management. We talked about this topic in previous live streams, but it's always good to have a refresher, talk about a few new things. So if you're interested in that, check out the membership. In addition to that, we cover some requests that we collected from members throughout the week. Yeah, and also as a member, you get access to Discord and Telegram, a lot of educational content. And as a gold member, you get access to short-term market updates. If you're interested, also check out our Twitter and Instagram channels. There's additional content there every single day. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.